Let's start. If my screen is visible, you all can just give a thumbs up. I can see, yes, it's very visible. So let's start. See, what I was saying is that uh, this is a code editor you can see. Over here, let's take a string. I'm naming the string as A, and inside this, I'm storing need for the time being. Similarly, let's just copy the string for the time being. Uh, let's take another string B, name it as for. Let's name the third string as speed because this is what I was playing before joining the meet. So just I took that. Now see, there are three different strings. One is A, which is need, B is for, and C is speed. So what we can do over here, if I print A plus B plus C, it actually concatenates all the strings. See, if I print A plus B plus C, you'll get the output need for speed. But you see that there's space missing, right? So we can say A plus, let's add a space over here. Then we can just add a plus, B plus, let's add a space over here, and then C. Let's check now what happens. See, I got my output, need for speed. So we know that when we add string with string, it is possible. But if I say int x is equals to 11 and I say for the time being print a plus, give a space and just add 11 to it, which was x. Let's see what happens. Wow, see, I got a new string where need and this integer is been added to it, and I got a string over here. How I got a string? If you want to find out the length of a string, like how many characters are present inside the string, you can use the dot length function. So example, if I print over here, let's say that I just make a variable as a string s, inside which I say it's a plus x, and over here I print s dot length. See, you got 6 over here. How you got 6? It's because of this need, this space. Oh, sorry, this need has 4 characters. Is anyone saying anything in the chat?
Piyush has raised his hand. If you have any questions, you can just drop a chat in comment. Then if it's serious, then we can give you the access. Yeah.
So over here you can see that I got the answer as 6, right? This need for speed, let's just comment these things. It will be easier for you to understand. This one, this. See, I got 6. Why I got 6? Because if I write over here only, need has 4 letters and 11 has 2 letters. So it was actually 4 plus 2, which gave me 6 as my output. But why am I saying this to you? Like why I told you like you can add string to string, you can add integer to string. Let me show you why I told you. Everyone go back to the page where you all did count digits yesterday. We did it using while loop, we did it using log operation, right? Now see, int x is equals to 1542, any big number I have taken. I'll just make a string s, I'll just add x, I'll just add an empty string. Why? Because I'm converting integer to string. So I just add an empty string and just I'll print s dot length. Here's your answer, 5. Let's increase this. Here's the answer, 8. One more way by which you can like count the digits. Like it's a way I won't recommend you to means go and use this during interviews or during, like don't use this during interviews, but yes, you can just keep this in your mind, or you can just show off, or you can use this in hackathons or wells, because over here you did nothing, right? You just took the integer, converted it to string, dot length function. No mathematical induction, nothing worry, no worries of dividing the number, taking modulus, or thinking about log, that log में तो -1 आता था, इसमें +1 करना है, क्या करना है, कुछ झमेला ही नहीं है. So I hope this was something interesting. If you understood, kindly just let me know once. Any queries on this?
Awesome. Adrija understood. बाकी लोग dead or what? Yes, clear. Awesome. चलो.
So as I told you all that before I proceed with patterns, let's not just make this a session कि हम कोड लिखाते जा रहे होता है ना. What is our main intuition? हम लोग क्या करना है? DSA, like problem solving, right? Problem solving इसका मतलब ये तो नहीं है को क्वेश्चन आया, उसको समझाते हैं, कोड लिखाते हैं, हो गया. Let's think that how we should actually think. होता है ना, जब कोई क्वेश्चन अपने पास आता है तो what is the intuition that we think? I came across a very good question. Let me ask you all. If you got your answer, just comment it. If I see that it's the right answer, I'll ask Aditya to give you the mic permission and you can just say me how you came to this answer. So my question to you will be, can you give me the largest number between 1 and a million in which there is an alternating consonant vowel approach? For example, 1, O and E, vowel, consonant, vowel. No two vowels together, no two consonants together. Can you give me the highest number between 1 and a million? Just don't Google it, because just give it a thought, like how is your problem solving, how you are approaching it, so that you can see that yes, like how was your approach and how should it be approached.
Also, I guess like if you just think कि मतलब हाँ this might be the answer, just say it
Yes,
ताकि you'll also
yes,
understand कि how you explain it. ऐसे.
just type it down in the chat, like I think this is the answer.
Anyone? No one? Okay, I'll count till 10 if anyone wants. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, anyone? 1. Okay, I guess no one.
Is anyone trying or need some time? Then also you can just raise your hand or you can give a thumbs up. Just don't give up on this. The answer is very simple.
Try करो, try at least. No one, I guess.
So should I say you the answer?
React
At
with a
least
thumbs up.
तो react कर दो. आंसर बोल दे या तुम लोग ट्राई करोगे.
Confused again, so trying. Okay.
Okay, trying. I guess I should now say the answer.
Trisha, you want to say? You are still trying, maybe?
So last call out. Any answer from your side? Anyone? like random guess or anything. You might be right, you might be wrong. There's no issue with that.
Hmm.
But at least give the answer. This will also help you during the GDs. In GD, you need to speak. You can't be feared that अगर सही हुआ, गलत हुआ, क्या हुआ. Over there, they see the confidence in you that how well you are explaining it. So okay, let's
Since
start.
yeah,
Let's
go
decode
ahead.
this. Let's decode this together. Okay. I said between 1 and a million. The first approach can be I'll think of the largest number possible, million. It can be any million, 8 million, 9 million, 10 million, any million. But in million, double L comes together, LL. So million discarded. One step down. Since I'm talking about millions, one step down, thousand, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, any thousand. But again, I'll discard thousand. Why? Because TH. No alternates. So let's step down again. Below 1000, we have 100. So it can be any 100, 900, 987, 999, anything. But again, ND in 100, two consonants together, discarded. From 100, we go down to tens. In tens, we have it can be 90, it can be 80, it can be 60, anything. But the main problem, TY together. So it can't be 20, it can't be 30, it can't be 40, it can't be 50, so on till 90. Now you have only left with 1 to 20. उसमें भी from 60 17, okay, from 1 to 20, right? Now see, the question was from 1 to billion, but your intuition made it small till 1 to 20. Now is it easy to find out like which is the largest number between 1 and million that has alternating consonants and vowels in it? Now you don't have to think about million. You have to think about only 1 to 20. And your answer will be 9 is not the right answer because you have 11. 11 will be your answer. Yes, close. Gautam Raj 99. 99 actually is a bit conflicting. I said you don't Google it because in 99, if you consider Y as an vowel, then only 99 will be considered. So many countries consider Y as vowel when there is no other vowel present. So why to go into that debate, right? So I just said you that how you approach it, right? First, you could have seen the question and said, "यार, once a million, क्या मजाक चल रहा है? थोड़ा ना हम बैठ के कैलकुलेट करने बैठेंगे once a million में कितना आता है." So you could have directly started from million. अब देखो, those who started from million had to do so many things, million, thousand, hundred, so many things. But those who started from zero, तुम जीरो से लेके 20 तक ही पहुंचने से तुमको पता चल जाएगा कि होगा ही नहीं इससे आगे. वाई? क्योंकि तुमको 20 से पता है कि फ्रॉम 20 नथिंग कैन बी, फ्रॉम 20 नो, देर इज नो नंबर दैट कैन बी माई आंसर, राइट? So you already know just the answer lies between 0 to 20. The difference in thinking, you might see the question so big, so large, or how will I solve it, but just give it a try. Think of it in different way. So I hope you all like this question. It's not nothing related to coding or anything stuff like that. It's just that a brain teaser type of thing that will help you think that yes, something can be done like this also, or we should approach a question like this. I hope you all enjoyed it. Okay. That's coming. So with that note, now let's start with our topic of pattern printing, right? So inside pattern, we'll be printing different types of patterns. First pattern will be the most simplest one, which is like this type of stars will be given to you, which is we say as a solid rectangle, right? Like I hope most of you have a basic understanding of matrices, like just basic what are rows, columns, ij values, something like that. Basic understandings. Yes. Okay. So let's see. This is a solid rectangle. This is a pattern that we need to print. Okay. Again, we'll break the problem into smaller parts. I don't know how I'll print this, like how to print this entire box. I don't know. But I told you all yesterday how to print numbers, right? Numbers from 1 to n. Let's just code it. I hope you all remember that. What we do, just initialize a for loop from 1. Let's take it till, I guess, how many boxes were there over there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 5. 5 and I plus plus. In this, I just printed I, right? See, I got my answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead of this I, what if I print a star in it? See, I got my first 5 stars, right? So what I did, I just printed this first 5 stars. How I printed this first 5 stars? For I ran from 1 till I was less than is equals to, I guess, 5 and I plus plus. And we printed this south means print a star. Okay, we printed this line. What if I wanted to print stars in this fashion? How I say, in horizontal pattern this way. What if I want to print stars in horizontal pattern? Can I say the same thing which I wrote instead of ln? Can I write print? Just print. See, I got 5 stars in horizontal pattern. Now, what's the difference between this? Once I wrote this, and the second time I wrote same thing for I equals to 1 to 5. What I did this time, I did system dot print, just print, no ln. Okay, over here I used ln. So the first thing that you should know is that when you use system.out.println, it basically means that it adds a new line at the end. Like it will print something and then add a new line. So let's dry run this code over here. When I was 1, it entered the loop, it printed a star. Along with the star, it just gave the flow of control from this line, the flow of control came to this line because of this ln, print ln, printed and a new line given. For I equals to 2 star was printed, a new line was given. I equals to 3, the star was printed, new line was given. Star was printed, new line was given, and I equals to 5, star was printed, new line was given. That is why you got a vertical pattern, because every time after printing a star, we are giving a new line. But if you are not using print ln function, instead of that, you are just using print function, no new line will be given. Only star will be printed, and the flow of control will still be over here beside star. So for I value 1, this star got printed, second value this got printed, third this, fourth this, and fifth this. So understood how println prints a vertical column and print prints a horizontal one. Any doubt on that? I guess no doubts. Okay, let's move on. So what I did, see, I printed this vertical one, I printed this horizontal one, right? Now what I need to do, for one vertical one, I want to print this horizontal one. Again, for the second vertical one, I want to print this horizontal one, right? Can I say that whatever be my code inside which I was printing just a single star, I can say just like we'll again use another loop, the same loop which I just told you all. J equals to 1. Let's run j equals to less than 4, j plus plus. Why less than 4? Because see, how many stars we needed in each line? We just needed 4 stars. That's why till 4 we'll run. And inside this, we'll say that you just print me the stars. But don't add print ln function, and add once your function is completed, print ln. We'll just run this. See, we got our output. Let's die run this. No problem. If you did not understood, for as of now, there's no problem with that. Once I'll die run, you'll get to know. I just said you all for I is equals to 1 to 5. I made a loop. Then inside which I said for j is equals to 1 to 4, I made a loop. Inside the j loop, I said system dot out dot print, just print, no ln. I said you print me a star. Once the for inside inner loop is completed, I said system dot out dot print ln. You just print me a new line, nothing, just a new line. I am not giving inside anything, and I close the loop. Let's diagram. Uh, First, I'll have value of I as 1, for which I'll get inside the loop, I'll get the value of j as 1, for which 1 star will be printed. Since there is no ln, the control flow still sits beside the star. Value of j gets updated to 2, printed, 3, printed, and 4, printed. Now, as this inner j loop is completed, the control comes to this print ln line. What it does, the flow of control goes to the next line from here. It does not print anything, just the flow goes to the next line. Again, it comes here, value of I gets 1, 2. Again, the j loop will start from 1, it will go until 4, printing more 4 stars over here. Again, this outer loop will make it go over here. Again, 4 stars. Again, the inner loop is completed, we come out, again 4 stars. So this way the flow of execution goes. Now over here you can clearly see one thing. This outer loop controls your rows, and the inner loop controls your columns. As I told over here, see, I equals to 1 to 5. What was the pattern? 5 rows, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows. And how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns. So we have rows and columns out here. We will be having rows for outer loop controlling rows, inner loop controlling columns. So let's just improvise this code. We'll also see how we improvise the codes. We'll take int rows is equals to 5. Int columns is equals to 4. Over here, what I say, I'm writing an outer loop. In outer loop, my iterating variable should run from 1 to the number of rows that are present, right? Inside which I'll write an inner loop that will run from 1 to the number of columns present. Inner loop will print me a star. Once the inner loop is completed, I'll print the next line and just run it. Same thing. But over here, see, what's the difference is that the previous one which I wrote, over there you might not know that what are rows, what are columns, which loop is doing what, like outer loop is doing what, inner loop is doing what. And for example, I'm very new to this like Java and everything like that, and you give me a code like this where you have already stored everything. रोज में 5 डाल दिए, कॉलम्स में 4 डाल दिए, आउटर लूप को दिखा दिया कि आउटर लूप रोज प्रिंट कर रहा है by using comments. It's very clear to understand. So this way, like when you give meaningful names to variables, like instead of rows, I could have written as R instead of column C, or I could not have given this comments outer loop. I could not have given comments rows. So ऐसा क्या होता है, इस दिस कोड का रीडेबिलिटी बढ़ता है कि मेरे को पता है आउटर लूप ये है, इनर लूप ये है, ये काम कर रहा है. मेनी कंपनीज, अगर तुम इंटरव्यू में भी बैठोगे, so they will like this approach of yours, that you are very crystal clear. I remember there's a company, I guess Delta X or something like that, in which there's specifically written that you just need not to write the code. Along with code, you should have appropriate comments mentioned at each line. So comments are also very essential. So it's better that you make a habit of writing comments, like what thing is doing what, so that it's easier for you to understand as well as for others who is reading your code. I guess any issue with the first pattern, understanding how inner loop worked, how outer loop worked. No. Okay. Easy. No. So if everyone is clear with this pattern, let's move to a bit advanced of this same pattern, a little bit advanced version. This was a solid cylinder, right? This time let's print a hollow cylinder. Like this is a just bear with me for my drawing because of this. What to say? So same thing. 1, 5. So this time we need to print this pattern. What is this pattern? Over here, we have been given this rectangle, but only we need to print stars on it, means on its boundary. Inside this should be spaces. Okay, this should be spaces. That is why I told you. You know that I was for row, right? The outer loop that we used, inside which I was the iterating variable that controlled our rows, and j that was used for inner loops that controlled our columns, like which column we are currently in. So can I say this will be I equals to 1, and this last row will be I equals to rows itself, whatever the value I store in rows. Similarly, this will be my j equals to 1 column, first column, and this will be my j equals to columns value, whatever I store in columns. For example, rows value, if I row equals to 4 I initialize and column equals to 5, this is my first column and this is my fifth column. This is my first row and this is my fourth row. So from here, can we observe one thing, that whenever I is 1 or my I is rows, whenever my j is 1 or j is column, then only you need to print the stars. Because when I is 1, I don't bother. Like I said out matrix, right? This position is 1 comma 1, this position is 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3. Similarly, this is 2 comma 1, this is 4 comma 1. So I'm not getting into this position because I'm not at all bothered about this. Since I is equals to 1, I need a star. I equals to n, that is rows, I need a star. J equals to 1, I need a star. J equals to number of columns, I need a star. Except that whatever is left behind, just print space in that. Let's write it first, then we'll done. Just like make a dry run of it. So it's pattern number 2, which we are going into. Let's say we have 4 rows and we have 5 columns. What I said, outer loop. Outer loop will just be running it from I equals to 1, number of rows, I plus plus. Inner loop will be running it from int j equals to 1, j plus then equals to columns, and j plus plus. So this is a inner loop. Inside this, we'll be having our check condition. What will be the condition? If I is equals to 1, or j is equals to 1, or I is equals to rows, or j is equals to columns. You just print me a star. If this violates, print me a space. And outside this loop, I'll just print a new line. Let's run this code. Sorry, as I told, just how ln can ruin your entire code. See, you got the answer, right? So what I did over here, let's quickly have a dry run on it. I just told for loop I to number of rows, that was 4, inside which I had another loop, inner loop 1 to 5. I checked a condition over here. If I is 1, or j is 1, or I is rows, that is 4, or j is column, that is 5. I just take the condition, we'll just print. Else we'll print space. And when this loop is completed, we'll print a new line, system.out.print ln. So this is the code that we wrote. Let's quickly dry run it. I value 1. Let's get inside the loop. J value 1. Is I double equals to 1? True. We don't need to check anything in case of or. If 1 is true, we go inside the condition, we print the star. Print a star. Again we go. So every time this, for I equals to 1, every time the j loop will execute, because this I double equals to 1 is correct. So we'll get 5 stars, right? We'll get this 5 stars. Now when I value becomes 2, you see that j equals to 1 becomes 2 the next time, because value of j is 1. So j equals to 1 becomes 2, and you get a star in this line. Now the value of j becomes 2. Nothing is 2. Neither, like I equals to 1, no. J equals to 1, no. I equals to 4, no. J equals to 5, no. Nothing. So we'll print a space over here. Similarly, we print 3 spaces until the value of j becomes 5, and we print a star. So in this case, again, the value of j will become 1 when the value of I becomes 3. The first time the value of j becomes 1, the star gets printed. Again, j value will go to 2, 3, 4, something like this. Like this, the 5th one will be printed. And when you reach at the bottom, that is I is equals to 4, this will always be true, and you'll get 5 stars over here. So I hope you understood, like, the hollow one concept of the hollow one. So easy as of now. Any problem with patterns? No problem. So we'll be moving on with some more patterns that involve stars in it. Okay. The next pattern, that is half pyramid, you can say. Like for example, this is a star. Then again there are 2 stars. Then there are 3 stars, and then there are 4 stars. This is a hollow pyramid. Let's observe what is actually happening here, right? Over here, value of I is 1, right? Row number. I'm not bothered about columns right now. Value of I is 1. Second one, value of I is 2. Third one, value of I is 3. Fourth one, value of I is 4. When I is 1, 1 star is printed. 2, 2 stars are printed. 3, 3 stars are printed. 4, 4 stars are printed. Can I say that this is my first column C1, this is my second column C2, this is my third column C3, this is my fourth column C4. So when I is equals to 1, can I say the value of j is also 1 because there is only one column in which I need to print a star. When I is equals to 2, value of j is 2 because there are two columns where I need to print the star. When I is 3, value of j should be 3. When I is 4, value of j should be 4. So can I say that my outer loop should run from 1 to 4, but my number of columns this time should run from 1 to I, right? For first case, it should be 1 when I is 1. When 2 case, it should be 1 and 2. When I is 3, it should be 1, 2, and 3. So can I say that my inner loop should run from 1 to I, where we'll print the star? Let's do it. So as I told you, let's write an outer loop for int I equals to 1, I less than equals to 4, I plus plus, and inside which I said whatever be my inner loop, this time will actually depend on the value of I. So my iterating variable j will actually be less than equals to I because number of columns depends on number of rows this time. And inside this, I'll print my star using print statement. Outside this, I'll print a new line. See, I got this as a result. Let's try run this. I told you I write a loop for 1 to 4, that is my outer loop, inside which I wrote a loop from 1 to I. This is my j variable. This will print my star. And once this loop is completed, I'll print system.out.println a new line, and my code ends. So as I told, this is your I value and this is your j value, right? Let's try it on this. When value of I is equals to 1, it enters the loop. Value of j is also 1. So j will run from like I 1 to I. So it's better if I write this entire over here. It will be better for you to understand. Just a minute. So I write for j is equals to 1 to j less than equals to I and j plus plus. So this is the inner loop which I wrote. See, j is equals to 1. Is 1 less than equals to 1? True. Less than equals to 1. What I do? I print 1 star. Value of j becomes 2. Is 1 less than equals to 2? False. So what happens? I come out from here. Yes. I come out from this loop into this, and control goes from here into the next line. Again, value of I becomes 2. I enter this, value of j becomes 1 because it's again restarting, right? The loop is again restarting. Value of j is 1. J is less than equals to 1. True. Print a star. Value of j becomes 2. Is 2 less than equals to 2? True. Print a star. Value of j becomes 3. 3 less than false. Print a new line. Give it the access to the new line. Then again value of I becomes 3. Again j will start from 1. For 1, 2, and 3, we'll be getting 3 stars in the output. As soon as j becomes 4, the loop breaks. I becomes 4. Again, we'll getting again for j 1, 2, 3, and 4, 4 stars. When j becomes 5, the loop breaks. I becomes 5, this loop breaks, and our entire code finishes. And this is what we get as the output. Just remember this j, which I am writing. Any variable that you initialize within a loop is only bounded till this loop. For example, over here inside the for loop, there will be no existence of this j after this for loop. I guess this pattern is clear. So I am showing you one more pattern which is based on this similar one. Okay, like what we did just now, it's based on similar topic. Just you all give it a thing and you all try it your means you all try it on your own, because this is similar. Just it will help you to actually remember everything. The pattern is, so this is the pattern. I'll give you two hints to this question. Hint number one is that uh, don't think it from 1 to n as we did. Think it in reverse order. When you think in reverse order, you see the second hint which I will give you is that if you think in reverse order, there will be a relation between j and I. Just use this two concept, right? So if you want to take or note down or take a screenshot, take it, think of it, try doing this question once. We'll just move on to the next question. But before I move on to the next question, I guess let's take a break for 2 minutes, because we have already done 4 questions on pattern having different approaches. So if I just keep on going explaining you different patterns, it might actually you might get lost in between. पता ना सब खिचड़ी तक जाएगा माथा में.
Yes, yes.
क्योंकि यहाँ पे पैटर्न में जैसे आई जस्ट लाइक अभी मेरे से ही गलती हुआ. इंस्टेड ऑफ प्रिंट आई रोट प्रिंट एलन. खत्म. नाउ थिंक यहाँ पे हम लोग कोड एडिटर में बैठ के चेंजेस कर पा रहे हैं. व्हेन यू सिट इन फ्रंट ऑफ द इंटरव्यूअर, तुमको पैटर्न्स मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. वो बोलेगा ये पैटर्न करो. वहां पे तो तुमको कैसे करोगे कोड एडिटर में चेंज? वहां पे तो तुमको आउटपुट भी नहीं दिखेगा कि क्या गलत जा रहा है. सो इट्स लाइक need to run I from 4 to 1. Yes, Trisa, absolutely right. Just you need to run I from 4 to 1. The all the rest conditions will be same. So I'll just advise you all कि जब भी तुम लोग पैटर्न का क्वेश्चन कर रहे हो, try giving it a dry run on your own. क्योंकि तुमको पता नहीं कि लाइक व्हेन यू सिट इन फ्रंट ऑफ द इंटरव्यू, ऐसे ही तुम्हारे पास एक प्रेशर रहता है. और उसके अंदर जब पैटर्न का क्वेश्चन आता है, तुमको याद नहीं आता है कि यार ये 1 से चलाना था, n से चलाना था, कहाँ तक चलाना था, कहाँ पे क्या देना था. Like if I say I was sitting in an interview, right? वहाँ पे they asked me a question that was, I guess, rotated pyramid or something like that. I did the code, I gave them, like it was in on pen and paper. Instead of print, I wrote println. The loop was right, but instead of print, the statement I wrote was println. So अगर हम वो लिख देते तो पूरा पैटर्न का मीनिंग ही बदल जाता है ना. बस वहां से खत्म. The code was rejected then and there. He just put that code on his PC. He saw the output. The output was not matching, and he said that your code is wrong. So I told him after 5 to 10 minutes. I remember during the interview that what mistake I have done. I told him, "Can you give me the code? I'll just recorrect it." I just got to know that what mistake I have done. He told me that what I needed to see, I have seen it. You don't need to recorrect it, or you need to again do it. So be very sure on patterns. थोड़ा सा मेहनत करो पैटर्न के ऊपर. We'll take like 3 minutes. Let's just sit for 3 minutes. Again, we'll start from 8. We'll be doing this time. We'll be doing patterns on numbers. बहुत स्टार्स कर लिए, अब नंबर्स खेलते हैं थोड़ा.
Yes. Numbers पे ही दुनिया का है मैं. चलो cool. We'll start from 8.
By that time, is like I'm just opening the chart. Are you all getting the concept of patterns, like how the loop runs? This will give you a very good grasp on what to say. Looping, for loop mostly. And for your curiosity, I'll just say you all. कभी सोचा है कि दो नेस्टेड लूप ही क्यों होता है? फॉर के अंदर और एक फॉर ही क्यों होता है? फॉर के अंदर फॉर क्यों नहीं होता है? लाइक फॉर आउटर फॉर लूप के अंदर बहुत सारा इनर फॉर लूप हो सकता है, राइट? लाइक एक फॉर लूप के अंदर एक फॉर लूप हो सकता है, बट उसके अंदर और एक फॉर लूप नहीं हो सकता है. व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज दिस, like I wrote a for loop. Inside this, it can be a for loop over here. I'll end this for loop. I'll again begin a for loop from here. I'll end this for loop and I'll just end this entire for loop, right? Outer for loop, दो अलग से inner for loop. लेकिन एक for loop, उसके अंदर एक for loop, उसके अंदर एक for loop, ये हम लोग क्यों नहीं करते पैटर्न में? कभी सोचा है?
कुछ लिमिट होता होगा मे बी.
Random thoughts, like क्यों? There is nothing limit, be limitless.
2D में होगा ना, so हम लोग 2D करें.
Yes. Exactly. हम लोग जो भी पैटर्न करते हो 2D में होता है, x and y axis. That's why we just use two for loops. One for the outer axis, one for the inner axis.
Nice. Also, guys, any questions? If you have, I've turned on the microphone, so you all can just unmute yourself and कुछ question है तो पूछ सकते हैं. No worries. Anyone? Nice. सबको क्लियर है. Nice. That's good. क्लियर होना भी चाहिए. Like जिस तरीके से हिमांशु ने एक्सप्लेन किया है, by God. Like I am a no coder. Like not no coder, but I don't code normally. I'm into no code stuff. So if I understood today's session, then you should. So I guess we can start there, or what do you say?
Yes, we'll start. Just a second. So let's start.
Bhaiya, we have a question. So Snigdha asks, inverted half pyramid, can we run it?
Inverted half pyramid, the one which I gave you. If you're means running it from 1 to 4 and 4 to 1, but the main question inside pyramid is that the number of stars should be there, right? In first line there should be only one star. Like for example, four stars, right? 4, 3, 2, 1. But over here, what are you doing? You are running it from 1 to 4 and 4 to 1. That means every time you are just printing 4 stars, isn't it? Oh, sorry, 4 to I. 1 to 4 and j from 4 to I. 4 over here, I over here. Yes, you can do this approach, but remember that this 1 to 4 and 4 to 1, like do it in terms of rows. Okay, like there's no problem for this. You can use 4, but you can use means just store it in a variable rows when you go for an interview or something like that. But the approach is all fine. Nothing wrong in the approach. So with this example only, I'll say you all कि approach different हो सकता है, होता है ना? Like whenever you sit for an interview or anything like that, एक क्वेश्चन करने का बहुत सारा different ways हो सकता है. You just need to justify your answer whenever you sit for an interview. कि अगर हम ये अप्रोच से चल रहे हैं तो दिस इज माई कोड, आई जस्ट ड्राई रन इट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, ड्राई रन करके दिखा दो. उसके बाद वो क्या क्वेश्चन पूछेगा तुमसे, यू जस्ट थिंक ऑन योर वर्ड. तुम उसको पूरा एक बता दे कि इसमें हम ऐसे रोज है, ये कॉलम्स है, जितना रोज है उतना स्टार्स है, एल्गोरिदम बता देते हैं, उसके बाद कोड लिख देते हैं, ड्राई रन करके आपको एग्जाम्पल के साथ दिखा देते हैं. योर इंटरव्यू इज सील्ड ओवर देयर. उससे आगे तो क्वेश्चन और क्या ही पूछेगा तुमसे. जो क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता तो वो ऑलरेडी तुम लोग बता दे रहे हो. So whatever approach you take in, just remember कि उसका तुमको सब आता है. You can just explain it thoroughly. So are we good to go to patterns on numbers? Okay. So let's go on pattern to numbers. The first question which I'll say is that I guess many of you have seen this question, but I don't know how many of you remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have you seen this question? If you have seen, just give us a thumbs up. Or have you tried this question? Yes, yes, yes. So let's decode this question. देखो, first of all, this is my I value, I1. Similarly, I will be 2, I will be 3, I will be 4. For this I1, I2, I3, and I4. When I is 1, I have only one value to print. When I is 2, I have two values to print. I is 3, I have three values to print. I is 4, I have four values to print. Isn't it same with the star? जहाँ पे हम बोल रहे थे कि जब I का वैल्यू 1 है तो मेरे पास सिर्फ एक कॉलम है, जब I का वैल्यू 2 है तो मेरे पास दो कॉलम आ जा रहा है, I का वैल्यू 3 है तो 3 कॉलम आ जा रहा है. सो इतना तो मेरे को पता है, जो भी लूप चलेगा वो पहले वाला लूप चलेगा कि I को हम 1 से लेके 4 तक चलाएंगे, और जो मेरा J चलेगा वो 1 से लेके I तक चलेगा. राइट, इतना मेरे को पता है. अब मेरे को अंदर का काम करना है. देखो I और J तो बार बार इटरेट होके 4 से ज्यादा तो जा नहीं सकता I, और J भी 4 से ज्यादा जा नहीं सकता. तो ये जो नंबर प्रिंट कराना है, ऑब्वियसली इसके लिए मेरे को कोई और नंबर लेना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो हाउ कैन आई प्रिंट देम. राइट, तो हम बाहर ही एक नंबर ले लेते हैं, इसको हम 1 दे देते हैं. तो हम इसके अंदर कह सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे हम एक प्रिंट करा देते हैं नंबर को अपना, और यहाँ पे नंबर प्लस प्लस कर देते हैं. लाइक एक बार नंबर को प्रिंट कराएंगे, नंबर को इंक्रीमेंट कर देंगे कि जब नेक्स्ट टाइम लूप के अंदर आएगा तो इंक्रीमेंटेड नंबर मिलेगा, और यहाँ पे न्यू लाइन प्रिंट करा देंगे. जस्ट लुक एट दिस कोड. I'll take a number that starts from 1. I'll make an outer loop. Inside which I starts from 1, I goes till 4, I increments, inside which there will be an inner loop for which J starts from 1, J goes till I, and J increments, Inside this, I say that just print the number and also print a space to make it look better. After that, increment the number by 1. Once this is completed, print a new line. Let's run it. See, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So just let's dry run it once. एक बार dry run करने से it will be crystal clear. I said for I कहाँ से चलेगा 1 to 4. J कहाँ तक चलेगा 1 to I. उसके अंदर क्या होगा प्रिंट नंबर नंबर प्लस प्लस. ये लूप खत्म. यहाँ पे सिस्टम डॉट आउट डॉट प्रिंट ln स्टेटमेंट और पूरा प्रोग्राम खत्म. यहाँ पे वैल्यू ऑफ I इज इक्वल्स टू 1 J1 नंबर 1. देखो फॉर फर्स्ट व्हेन I गोज ओवर हेयर 1 इसके अंदर आया. J का वैल्यू 1 के लिए पहला कंडीशन ट्रू होगा. 1 इज लेस देन इक्वल्स टू 1 तो उसके लिए क्या नंबर प्रिंट होगा मेरा. राइट. आउटपुट यहाँ पे आउटपुट स्क्रीन में 1 प्रिंट होगा मेरा. उसके बाद नंबर प्लस प्लस मतलब क्या नंबर का वैल्यू मेरा 1 से 2 हो जाएगा. ये लूप खत्म होने के बाद नया लाइन प्रिंट कर दो. चलो ठीक है कर दिया नया लाइन प्रिंट. अब यहाँ पे I का वैल्यू हो जाएगा 2. तो यहाँ पे क्या चेक होगा पहले चेक होगा 1 इज लेस देन इक्वल्स टू 2 की नहीं. तो उसके लिए क्या प्रिंट होगा 2 प्रिंट होगा और नंबर हो जाएगा 3. फिर चेक होगा 2 इज लेस देन इक्वल्स टू 2 की नहीं जिसके लिए 3 प्रिंट होगा. फिर हो जाएगा ये 4. लेकिन फिर क्या चेक होगा इस 3 इज लेस देन इक्वल्स टू 2 जो फॉल्स हो जाएगा तो नया लाइन प्रिंट हो जाएगा इसके चक्कर में. सिमिलरली I का वैल्यू हो जाएगा 3. फिर J 1 से चलेगा कहाँ तक 3 तक चलेगा तो 4 प्रिंट होगा 5 प्रिंट होगा 6 प्रिंट होगा. राइट क्योंकि 3 बार चल गया. उसके बाद तो फिर J जब एक्सीड कर जाएगा तो फिर नया लाइन में आएगा. फिर 7 8 9 10 प्रिंट होगा. समझा अंडरस्टूड द अप्रोच कि ये कैसे हो रहा है. इससे पहले वाला ये सेम क्वेश्चन है जस्ट दैट इसमें एक नया नंबर को हम लोग ले लिए जिसको हम लोग इटरेट करके उसको बार बार प्रिंट करें स्टार की जगह. आई गेस देयर शुडंट बी एनी डाउट ऑन दिस. सो ऐसा ही और एक क्वेश्चन करते राइट. तो थोड़ा अलग है. उसमें आई लाइक इसमें क्या हो रहा था हम लोग का 1 1 लाइक 1 2 3 4 5 ऐसे प्रिंट हो रहा था ना. बट ऐसे प्रिंट करा सकते क्या हम लोग 0 1 0 2 till 0 5 लेट्स से then 0 6 0 7 till I say let's say 10 then 11 12 like there are numbers like 3 0 3 0 4 like 15 ऐसे करके हम लोग कर सकते हैं इसको 21 till 25. Like this is the pattern. I'm not writing the entire pattern, but this is the pattern. Understood? In each line there are 5 numbers 0 1 0 2 0 3 0 4 0 5 0 6 0 7 till 10 11 12 13 14 15 like this 20 like 16 17 21 22 25. इसमें देखो इसमें क्या है number of rows are 5. I can say R is 5 column is 5. देयर इज नो रेस्ट्रिक्शन कि अगर मेरा रो नंबर 1 है तो मेरा एक ही कॉलम है. रो नंबर 1 के लिए भी 5 कॉलम है. रो नंबर 2 के लिए भी 5 कॉलम है. रो नंबर 3 के लिए भी 5 कॉलम है. राइट सारा रो के लिए मेरे पास 5 कॉलम है. देयर आर नो कांस्टेंट ऑन कॉलम. सो जस्ट फॉर मेकिंग दिस ग्रिड 25 एलिमेंट्स कैन आई से कि जो मेरा आउटर लूप है उसको 1 से 5 तक चलाओ और जो मेरा इनर लूप है उसको भी 1 से 5 तक चलाओ. क्योंकि जब मेरा रो नंबर 1 है तब भी मेरे को 5 कॉलम चाहिए. जब मेरा रो नंबर 2 है तब भी मेरे को 5 कॉलम चाहिए. रो नंबर 3 है तब भी 5 कॉलम चाहिए. सबके लिए मेरे को 5 कॉलम चाहिए ही चाहिए. राइट और उसमें हम क्या करेंगे हर बार सेम नंबर को प्रिंट कराएंगे नंबर को इंक्रीमेंट कराएंगे नंबर को प्रिंट कराएंगे नंबर को इंक्रीमेंट कराएंगे. जैसे अभी हम लोग किए थे यहाँ पे. Let's just make a new file. I'll say like let's take the number again. Number equals to 1. Inside the outer loop, 5 plus plus. We'll just make a inner loop inside which we say in j equals to 1, j less than equals to 5, j plus plus. Inside which we say print my num and give it a space to make it better. Increment my number and print a new line over here. Let's run this. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Just let's try run this once. I said for loop outer 1 to 5, inner 1 to 5, inside which print number, number plus plus, and then this loop ends system dot print dot. This entire loop ends. See, half already I have try run. You just need to know that I का वैल्यू जब 1 है मेरा, j का वैल्यू 1 है स्टार्टिंग में, नंबर का वैल्यू 1 है, राइट. When the value of I is 1, j will run from 1 to 5. मतलब 5 नंबर प्रिंट होगा. तो क्या होगा, नंबर 1 प्रिंट होगा, फिर नंबर इंक्रीमेंट होगा, फिर जाएगा लूप में, फिर 2 प्रिंट होगा, इंक्रीमेंट होगा, फिर लूप में जाएगा, ऐसे करके 5 तक प्रिंट होगा. उसके बाद ब्रेक कर जाएगा, क्योंकि जे का वैल्यू जब 6 होगा तो ये कंडीशन फॉल्स होगा, ब्रेक करके नया लाइन प्रिंट कर देगा. फिर यहाँ पे 5 नंबर प्रिंट होगा, फिर अंडर का कंडीशन फॉल्स होगा, नया में आ जाएगा, ऐसे करके हम लोग का पूरा प्रिंट हो जाएगा. एनी प्रॉब्लम विद दिस, लाइक दिस पैटर्न? कैसे हुआ ये पैटर्न? बट ये तो पैटर्न ही नहीं था ना. पैटर्न तो ये था 01, 02, 05, 06, 07. 0 कहाँ है? 0 था ही नहीं. देखो तो 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. क्वेश्चन सेम है, पैटर्न इज ऑल्सो सेम, बट इस बार तुमको एक एक्स्ट्रा काम करना है, 0 ऐड करना है. दिस इज व्हाट आई वाज सेइंग कि तुमको डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस मिल सकता है, नहीं मिल सकता. जब डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन नहीं मिलेगा तो ऐसा क्वेश्चन मिलेगा जिसका अप्रोच तुमको पता है, बट तुमको खुद से उसमें कुछ चेंजेस करना पड़ेगा. लाइक इसका अप्रोच तो तुमको पता था, अगर तुमको इससे पहले वाला क्वेश्चन पता है तो तुमको इसका अप्रोच पता है कि एक नंबर लेंगे हम लोग, इसको 5 बार चला के इसको ऐसे काउंट करा देते हैं. बट हाउ विल वी ऐड द जीरोस? एनी गेस? हाउ कैन वी ऐड द जीरोस? Anyone? This is the pattern which I need to print: 01, 02, 05, 06, 07, 08, 09. I just write it. Nope. I'll just go to the code editor. I'll make a small change. First, you all see this. See that and let me know if you understand or not. If inside the second for loop, before printing the number, if I say कि जो भी मेरा नंबर है अगर वो लेस देन 10 है तो तुम एक काम करो, पहले से 0 ऐड कर दो, उसके बाद इसको प्रिंट करा देते हैं. Did I got it? Understood? So minor changes, right? एक लाइन का चेंज था इसके अंदर सिर्फ. So these are some of the things that can be complicating sometimes. But you practice, like if you practice or you do more such type of questions, you can easily get on it. That's why I took this question because वो that is very common. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 वो सबका आ जाएगा. But if someone asks you 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, something like that, it can get tricky sometimes. I'll give you one question right now. Entire thing will be same. Whatever looping concept you have, the same loops that have been used in this question will be applied. Just give me in the comment what should be printed in this case. What should I write in my print statement? Okay, I'm just showing you the pattern. It's 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5. Then we have 0, 2, 0, 4, 0, 6, 0, 8, 10. We have 0, 3, 0, 6, 0, 9, 12, 15, 0, 4, 0, 8, 12, 16, 20, 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is the question. Yes, Trisha already gave the answer. It's like the multiples of the rows and column numbers. So everything will be same, just where we have been using the number variable, right? Like I'll just show you. यहाँ पे हम लोग लाइक देखो जीरो तो ऐड करना ही है, ठीक है. इस बार नम का कोई काम नहीं है, नंबर का लेना देना है नहीं मेरे से. What Trisha said, like it's the multiple of rows and columns. It means इसका मतलब क्या है? इसका रो नंबर 1 है, राइट. यहाँ पे आई का वैल्यू 2 है, आई का वैल्यू 3 है. सिमिलरली ये क्या है? जे का वैल्यू 1 है, जे का वैल्यू 2 है, जे का वैल्यू 3 है. तो कैन आई से this is nothing but 1 into 1, 1 into 2, 1 into 3, 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 2 into 3, 3 into 1, 3 into 2, 3 into 3, and so on. तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा मेरा? हम प्रिंट क्या करेंगे? I into j. ये नंबर प्लस प्लस हटाओ और यहाँ पे कंडीशन क्या होगा? Until my I into j is less than 10. Let's run this. See, got the same pattern. Understood? Any doubt on the patterns which we did so far? Or means are the patterns boring which we are doing, or are they interesting? Not for now, product. Not for now, interesting. So since we are doing so much of patterns, I'll show you all one pattern. In fact, I'll show you one pattern. I'll give you time also to decode the logic behind that. Okay. The pattern for you will be 1, 0, 1, 101 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1. Have you all means noted the pattern? I'll just switch to the chatbot if you all have noted it. What can be the approach? First approach, I can say you all have seen that approach. जितना नंबर ऑफ रोज है उतना नंबर ऑफ कॉलम्स है. तो जो मेरा आउटर लूप है वो तो वन से नंबर ऑफ रोज तक चलेगा और जो इनर लूप है वो मेरा वन से लेके आई तक चलेगा. दैट अप्रोच इज मतलब वो तो अभी तक क्लियर हो जाना चाहिए. उसके बाद अंदर का प्रिंटिंग का अप्रोच क्या रहेगा हम लोग का. लाइक हाउ कैन वी प्रिंट वन, उसका अलग लाइन में 0 1, लाइक फिर 1 0 1. Wow, Ian Ajmeri, right? So what Ian Ajmeri was saying is that, as I told you about matrices, right? इसका क्या वैल्यू होगा, ये जो मेरा लाइक इसको हम ऐसे मैट्रिक्स में बना देते हैं. तो यहाँ पे जो मेरा वैल्यू होगा वो क्या होगा 1 1, राइट. ये सेल का वैल्यू. दिस विल बी 2 1, 3 1. ये क्या होगा 2 2. दिस इज 3 3. दिस इज आई गेस 4 3. नाउ कैन यू से मी. This is 1 plus 1, 2. I plus j. I'm just doing I plus j. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 2, 4. 3 plus 3, 6. 3 plus 1, 4. Whenever the sum is even, I'm printing 1. 2 plus 1, 3. 4 plus 3, 7. Over here you see 3 by 2. This will be 5. So whenever the sum is odd, I'm printing 0. So can I say inside the same approach that we did for, I guess, let's write a new code. Let's not change anything else. Pattern underscore 06. So as I told you all, PSVM will be same. The same logic will be there. Like the outer loop should run from I equals to 1 to I less than equals to, I guess there 1 2 3 4 and 5 columns. I plus plus. Then we'll have an inner loop that will actually run from j equals to 1 to j less than equals to I, j plus plus. Inside this we can say if I plus j mod 2 is equals to 0. This is a basic condition to check whether sum is even or odd. We'll just print 1, add a space. Else we print 0, add a space. When inner loop is done, we print a new line. Let's run this. See 1 0 1 1 1 0. Any doubt on this pattern? I guess the dry run is not required because everything has already been dry run in previous cases. If it's clear, kindly give a thumbs up so that we can proceed with the next pattern. The next pattern which I'll be showing you all, I'll just be showing you the pattern. I'll say you all that what is its approach. You code that, and if you code it well and good, just WhatsApp in the message your code or anything like that, screenshot anything like that. And if we see that majority or you have any problem, anyone has any problem, let me know tomorrow before starting the session. I'll give you the code for that. Okay. So I'm just giving you the pattern. Kindly note that pattern. So this is the pattern. So I'm just saying you what should be your approach. You just see one thing. What you can say, like, let this be in this pattern. There's just a small glitch. This time the row number starts from 0 instead of starting from 1. Okay, row and column number starts from 0. Or else when you start this like row number from 1, like if you start this row and column number from 1, the pattern will change. Start this from 0. You can see one thing. There are, for every row, there are 5 columns. For row 1, 5 columns, 5 columns, 5 columns. You can say आउटर लूप भी 5 बार रन करेगा, इनर लूप भी 5 बार रन करेगा. नो प्रॉब्लम विद दैट. आईजे का झमेला नहीं है. हर में 5 चीज प्रिंट होगा और जो प्रिंट होगा वो बार बार प्लस होते जाएगा. अब मेन चीज है, तुम इधर नंबर वेरिएबल को पहले से डिक्लेयर नहीं कर सकते एज 0 और 1. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पे देखो, इसको इंक्रीमेंट करते 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 5 तक लेके आओगे नंबर को, फिर तुमको कैसे पता उसको 2 पे लेके जाए, फिर उसको इंक्रीमेंट करते करते फिर 3 पे लेके जाए. तो यहाँ पे तुमको क्या करना है, यहाँ पे जब तुम्हारा रो नंबर 0 है तो देखो जो पहला एलिमेंट क्या है, इज इट 0+1. यहाँ पे जब 1 है तो इज इट 1+1. यहाँ पे जब 2 है तो इज इट 2+1. कहना इसे, मेरा जो पहला एलिमेंट है वो 0+1 है, इसको हम कह सकते हैं कि वो i+1 है. आई कैन से दिस इज नथिंग बट i+1. i+1 से लेके हम 5 एलिमेंट प्रिंट कराएंगे. i+1 के बाद हम 5 एलिमेंट और प्रिंट कराएंगे, जो क्या होगा, मेरा प्लस प्लस होता जाएगा. प्रिंट दिस, इंक्रीमेंट दिस, प्रिंट दिस, इंक्रीमेंट दिस, प्रिंट दिस, इंक्रीमेंट दिस, ऐसे हम कराएंगे. यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक ग्लिच है. यू नीड टू नो कि तुम्हारा जो भी वेरिएबल होगा जहाँ पे तुम इसको स्टोर करेंगे, फॉर एग्जांपल नम के अंदर तुम अगर i+1 को स्टोर कर रहे हो तो तुम्हारा काम है कि ये क्या फॉर, मतलब ये फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज आउटर फॉर लूप, दिस इज एन इनर फॉर लूप. रन होगा, यू फिगर आउट ये क्या यहाँ पे डिक्लेयर होगा, नंबर, नंबर यहाँ पे डिक्लेयर होगा, ये नंबर वेरिएबल यहाँ पे डिक्लेयर होगा. पहले तो फिगर आउट करो कहाँ पे डिक्लेयर होगा, उसको डिक्लेयर करके इनिशियलाइज करो वैल्यू से, उसके बाद उसको प्रिंट करा के एक एक स्टेप बढ़ाते जाना. समझ में आया? इज द अप्रोच क्लियर? लाइक तुम लोगों को कैसे करना है? So आज हम लोग like we started with stars, right? We did start some like 2 3 problem, solid, hollow, everything like that. We went on numbers. We saw 0 numbers, like binary numbers, everything. So if you are more interested into patterns, just comment yes or anything like that. So I'll make sure that from tomorrow at the end of a session we do one interesting pattern every day, because like there are endless limit to patterns which we can decode, right? There are so many patterns that can be coded. I am not going into the tough patterns today क्योंकि ऑलरेडी लाइक इतना सारा पैटर्न्स का एक बार में हम लोग अगर लेंगे तो बहुत झमेला हो जाएगा. लेट्स लर्न स्लोली, मेंटेनिंग द क्वालिटी. आज जितना भी पैटर्न्स हुआ, इज देयर एनी डाउट ऑन एनी ऑफ देम, whether it be the logic, dry run, code, anything? Yes. Is it a doubt or no doubt, sir? No doubt. So I'll just try. We'll be doing patterns. I'll be bringing some good patterns. I'll try to explain you the same way, coding it and then try running it. Then yes. For today, I guess we should stop because already we have done around 8 to 9 patterns, right? तो अगर एक दिन में बहुत पैटर्न करने में भी थोड़ा झोलमाल हो सकता है. I hope you all enjoyed the session. Over to you, Aditya.
Yep. Awesome. Um, I guess give a thumbs up if everyone felt like, this was interesting. Like patterns we all have done, right? So, but honestly speaking, especially जो the way Himanshu Bhaiya did कि मतलब एक variable लेके, this was really interesting, especially for me. I did not see that anywhere. मतलब किसी ने ऐसे नहीं किया था. It's definitely you'll in first hand you'll feel like कि भाई इतना basic क्यों करवा रहे हैं, but I feel that is also important. As mentioned कि what interviewer sees is कि कितना clarity है thoughts में, right? So that's really important. And also hope everyone has solved yesterday's homework. Who did not solve, give it a thumbs up if you have solved yesterday's homework. Okay, three people, four, only four. What about others? What about others? Okay, no one else. See, the point of doing homework is like um, you revise this concept because we will. Most of us won't be revising it again until tomorrow. So if this homework thing is there, then we'll feel like कि हाँ करना है थोड़ा. So ultimately it will be revised, right? Give me a minute. Cool. Awesome. Chalo. I guess we are good to go. Then, okay, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. And if you have any questions, again, I am giving you the mic access. You can just raise your hand and um, you can have some questions if you have, or any suggestions, anything like that.
Yes,
Anyone?
I'll also just add one thing. Like, if you all like this or anything like that, if you want something extra, just you can just let me know. Tomorrow I can before going into again coding instead of questions and anything like that. If you all want to know that जैसे हम लोग डिक्लेयर करते हैं इंट को डिक्लेयर करते हैं 4 बाइट्स राइट लॉन्ग टेक्स 8 बाइट्स लेकिन हम लोग बोलते हैं कि द मैक्सिमम रेंज ऑफ इंटीजर इज फ्रॉम -2000 समथिंग to this like -2 to the power -31 to the power -31 -1 something like that. Yes. तो इफ़ यू वांट टू नो कि ये चीज़ कहाँ से आता है कि इस इंटीजर का इतना ही रेंज हो सकता है बाइट का इतना ही रेंज हो सकता है इफ़ यू वांट टू नो अबाउट दैट डू लेट मी नो at the starting if like tomorrow at starting I'll just means discuss that once. There's a thing called as base 2 format, so we'll go with that if you all want it.
Awesome. I think everyone wants it, but they're not saying. But okay. Trisha, you were unmuting, I guess. Do you have any questions or something to discuss? Trisha? Wanted. Awesome. Cool. So, anyone finally asking? Right. Okay. No worries. So, any queries or anything you want to add or any feedback? We are all open. No? Adrija, Abhinay, Anushka, Apurva, Arya. All clear, right? Chalo. Awesome, Tab. Um, oh, we forgot to do this yesterday. So if you are on your laptop or even if you are just on your mobile, so you want to take a picture So group picture. So if you can turn on your video, so, so to speak. So is that okay? Aviraj is there. Guys, please turn on your video. We'll just take a one screenshot and then you can use it for your LinkedIn post also. So that would be good. Uh, Everyone, camera disable. Oh, my bad. Just a second. Yep, now if you can. Yes. Please check now. Should be able to. Come on. Just don't make it weird, awkward. It won't be great if everyone. Yeah. Please disable. Oh, okay. Wait. Now you can try once again. Sorry for that. Yes, awesome. I can see Sabaz is there. Others don't want to turn the video on. Come on, guys. Okay, Adrija is there. Ayan is there. Baki sab? Why, bro? Why? Anushka, Abhinay is there. Awesome. Apurva, Arya, Dibindu is there. Okay, that's great. Okay, I'll just wait for more 2 minutes. Then if you guys turn on your video, that's awesome. Else, we will take the screenshot. We'll change the layout. Tiled maximum 30. Okay. Himanshu, if you can.
आज नहीं ब्रो, आज दिवाली का साफ सफाई की वजह से ऑलरेडी इट्स मिस आउट ओवर हियर.
Also, कोई नहीं. We all can understand. बाकी सब इशिता, नंदिनी, मंजिमा, भास्कर, मेधा, Gautam, Snigdha, Purva. Else? Okay, chalo, no worries. We'll take a screenshot. Give it a thumbs up if you can, guys, everyone. Awesome. Chalo. Okay, I guess we are good to go. Thank you so much for your turning your videos on. You all are great people. Chalo. Okay, guys, then see you tomorrow. And also, happy whatever. Happy good day, good night, and good Sunday. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'll share the images and homework in the group. So just check it out. And yeah, see you again. Bye bye. Good night. Thank you for joining in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anushka.